For 28 years, my brother didn't love anyone. Not me, not our parents, not the dog. Then a surgeon removed a tumor the size of a golf ball from behind his forehead, and he woke up to 28 years of guilt, all of it arriving at once. Cole never hit anyone. He didn't need to. He was 2 years older, and by 7, I'd learned to watch his eyes because his face never told the truth. When I was 9, he convinced the boy next door to jump off the shed roof, told him paratroopers land from higher every day. The kid broke his arm. Cole didn't run for help. He stood there, head tilted, like the screaming was data. Nobody believed me. He was polite, straight A, adored by coaches. He's just logical, Mom said. You're sensitive. So I stopped reporting. I locked my door and never let him see what I loved, because whatever I loved had a way of breaking, vanishing, or crying. When I was 15, our grandmother's locket disappeared the week of her funeral, the one she'd promised me. I tore the house apart while Cole watched with a face like still water. A year later, he showed Mom proof Dad was cheating, screenshots, a hotel receipt. I still don't know how he made them. The marriage died within a year. Dad swore to me on the porch of his new apartment that none of it was true. I believed him. It changed nothing. I moved out the day I could. Cole went into sales and thrived. Charm is easy when you feel nothing spending it. We spoke at holidays, carefully, the way you talk near a ledge. Then, 2 years ago, he collapsed in a parking garage. A seizure at 28. The scans found a tumor pressing into his frontal lobe, the part that handles empathy, judgment, remorse. Slow growing, the neurosurgeon said. Possibly there a decade, possibly much longer. I asked the question burning a hole in me. Could it explain him? The brain doesn't give clean answers, she said. But that location? It's possible. The surgery took 6 hours. He slept for weeks. Then the small things started. He thanked a nurse and meant it. I watched it land in his face like weather he'd never felt. He asked about my job, then asked a follow-up question. 28 years, and I'd never once heard a follow-up question. 3 months in, he called me at midnight, crying too hard to understand. His memories hadn't changed. What changed was that they finally had weight. The boy's arm, the locket, our parents. He was feeling his whole life for the first time. A lifetime of guilt arriving in one season. He started therapy twice a week. Some nights he just needed someone to stay on the phone. Here's the ugly part. The first time I watched him break down, something in me was satisfied. I'd waited my whole life to see him feel something. Then the satisfaction curdled into a grief I didn't expect. Because if the doctors were even half right, I hadn't spent my childhood afraid of my brother. I'd spent it afraid of a tumor wearing his face. There's no good place to put that. Last spring, he flew to our father's door and confessed everything. The screenshots, the receipt, all of it invented by a kid who wanted to watch a family come apart. Dad called me that night. I hadn't heard his voice sound like that in 12 years. He and Mom will never be what they were, but he's at Sunday dinner now. Some verdicts come late. They still count. At Christmas, he handed me a small box, our grandmother's locket. He'd kept it 13 years. I don't know why I took it, he said. I think I just wanted to watch you lose something. Then quieter. I'm sorry. I know that word can't lift anything this heavy. The old Cole never said sorry. This one can't stop. That night, he asked if I forgave him. I gave the only honest answer I had. Not yet. I'm trying. He nodded like it was fair. He asks once a year now, on the surgery's anniversary. Never pushing. This year, for the first time, I said yes, and I meant most of it. People ask if I really believe a tumor did all of it. The doctors can't tell me, and I've stopped asking. Here's what I know. Whoever my brother was for 28 years never apologized to anyone. Whoever came back from that operating room has spent every day since apologizing with his whole life. The first one never got my forgiveness. The second one, I've decided, is my brother. I wear the locket when I visit him. When I